Hi everyone! So second video review for this week is for Sex, Death and Scallops by Petrina Binney. If you want to check out my Goodreads review, I did just post that the other day, so if you're on YouTube it's in the description below, and if you're on Facebook or on my blog then there's a link within the post. And this is the video review. So Sex, Death and Scallops by Petrina Binney is the second book in the series, and I read the first one I think it's over a year ago now, and I remember absolutely loving it and finding it a lot of fun to read, even though it's supposed to be like a crime thriller, but it really was fun. And this one again was so deliciously good and deceptive. Like, the title is fun and then it alludes to such thrilling and terrifying things, but also such delicious things, and it's wonderful that that Petrina manages to incorporate these three things to create a fantastic story. So we find ourselves back with Fiona, who's one of the characters in the first book, and she tries really hard to keep suspicion from her door following her husband disappearing. She keeps busy sort of with her artwork because she's an artist, a painter, and she has new additions to her home. So she has some quails that sort of keeps her busy, and that means she can avoid her friends and the community for a little while whilst things settle down, and she's just keeping to herself and she's just getting on with her life when a new stranger arrives in town, and whispers start amongst those who know the truth as to this new stranger and who she is and what she's doing in town. And I say town, I mean the village, but you know what I mean, it's a saying, in town. And Fiona finds herself face to face with this new stranger on more than one occasion, as do some of the other villagers, and she is certainly causing quite the stir amongst these anxious villagers as well. So we're literally back, like, right in the heart of the follow-on from the first story. So I absolutely love this series, and I'm going to say now, you don't need to have read the first book to enjoy this second book. You could read it standalone and it would make sense to you, but if you've read the first one, it really will enhance your understanding of the characters, their motives, their village, their way of life, everything. So you kind of need to have read it, and I would definitely recommend that you do read it. But obviously I love this series, and I have very much enjoyed getting back with these characters and finding out what happened after that very first dinner party that I was privy to. And it's sort of an immense thriller, if you like, with a light touch of humour, and it really lightens the mood. It's just the balance that Petrina's got right between dark and quite murder mystery type story, and then that little edge of humour. So it keeps all the mystery and the secrets and the intrigue flowing, but it gives you a little bit of light relief from it being too heavy and too dark and too warped. And I love that. So it's like a normal way of life with like a dark little secret of its own. And when I think about these books and I read them, I can totally see them becoming, like, this would make such an amazing TV series. So if you live in the UK, you'll know exactly what I mean. Like, ITV Sunday night drama. Like, this is it. This is definitely the premise for that kind of thing. And I really think it would be amazing on TV, and it really would keep you hooked. But the books can do that as well, but a TV series would be so good on TV. So very good. And every character has secrets of their own, and collectively they're just this mysterious little village in the countryside, and that makes the close-knit community that they are, and it makes you feel part of it. Even though you're an outsider, you're looking in, but you still sort of feel like you're part of it. And it really is something completely different, creative, and it really leaves me wanting more. I love this series. I really hope there'll be more of them. But I loved being invited to the intimate folds of that community, because, like I say, you're an outsider looking in. You're not part of that community, not really. And being suspicious with them about the new arrival, whereas I should be the new arrival, really. I should be the one who's suspicious of all of them, but I'm not. I'm suspicious of the stranger because I feel like I'm part of their community. And like I say, being part of a series, you really will have that benefit if you've read the first one, but you won't lose any sort of information that you need to enjoy the second one if you're just reading the second one. But the villagers of Amberley, they're certainly not for the faint-hearted, and they are totally unique. They really are brilliant, and I'm very much looking forward to reading more of the series. I really highly recommend it. I do think it's one of those books that I haven't seen a lot of people talking about, and I wish more people would talk about it because it's a really, really good book. So if you're looking for something new that you really want to get involved in, and you really want to just escape for a while, because this is really odd, but it is like an escape. It's like a place like this would not exist, and yeah, it does right here, and I'm sure it does, but you just don't feel like it would, and it's amazing. So it's a great thrilling murder mystery to pique your interest and keep you really intrigued in it and the rest of the series, hopefully. So I highly recommend it. I hope you'll give it a try. I'll pop a link in the description so you can go and grab a copy of Sex, Death and Scallops by Petrina Binney. If you've read Sex, Death and Scallops, please let me know. Please let me know what you thought of it. If you've read the first book in the series, or if you've started reading this series, or any more that are in the series, because I think there is another one in the series, please comment below. Please let me know. Get involved. Let's talk about it. It would be awesome. If you haven't read it yet, but it's on your to be read list, or you're planning to read it, or you're now really, really interested in the series and this second book and you want to read it, that's fantastic. Please let us know. It's always great to hear what you're interested in reading. And if you do grab a copy of it, I hope you enjoy it. Bye!